Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Elimination Chamber review show of the IWC Radio podcast. Joining me this evening, it's a full house. Beams, Chucks, and Will are all here. How you guys doing?
Hello. Does anyone smell burning?
Beans was having a bit of an electrical issue right before we hit the button to go live here. Did you figure out what it was?
Scared the hell out of me. No. Honest to God, the amount of electrical items that are around me at the moment is quite scary. I've just realised how outnumbered I am.
Do you think it was like static interference or something, or?
No, it really didn't sound like static. It really sounded like a loud pop.
A loud pop, okay. Maybe a light bulb.
The only loud pop you've ever had.
Hey!
I'm going to get a wrestling pun in for when I die.
Yeah.
Other than... There we go.
Oh, there's a pop.
Yeah.
Don't be doing noises like that.
Why's that? Are you that nervous? Like...
Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on.
Oh.
Hang on.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's a good one.
Now that's a pop.
That hurt my finger, actually.
All right.
It's all going wrong for you today.
It is all going wrong for me.
You're on fire. Hit your finger.
It's Elimination Chamber.
Some
Undertaker
people might
got
call
caught
me
on fire
a
that time.
I've forgotten to
Was that the pay-per-view where the pyro like got him in the face?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Elimination Chamber. It got him. It burnt him all up. He threw his coat off, ran into, and he had to stand in the chamber.
Oh yeah,
in the pod
yeah.
for
Right,
20 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, well, he poured water over himself,
Yeah.
and then got in the ring, and his skin was falling off. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Was it? Yeah, it was. It was this one, right?
And then he came out on the Raw the night afterwards,
Let's see.
and it was with Shawn Michaels about WrestleMania, and he had like where you could see like they'd put cream over his chest where he had melted skin, and it was all like orange. It was horrible.
Yeah. Huh. Forgot about that.
Title of that video: Undertaker had caught fire on himself in WWE.
I just love that
He says that.
the commentator at the time made it sound like he was just really amped up for the match, and that's why he stormed out of the store. Threw his coat down, they're like, whoa,
more than
Undertaker's
2 miles an hour in his
for it
entrance.
tonight. No, he's just melting.
Should we get into the review portion of the Elimination Chamber since we just mentioned it? And how Undertaker once caught fire and that unlocked a memory for me.
Yeah.
Oh, all
yeah.
right.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
Okay.
So this was last Saturday night, 1 week ago.
What?
I don't know what's happened after this. So
I don't
fill me
actually.
in on that.
Everything.
Everything. It's all happened.
Yeah. Go on. Go on.
Good.
Rock and Austin come back, yeah.
Yeah, we're still waiting for Austin to return.
Now.
Still waiting for that
Something is
return.
happening you might actually be interested in being. We'll get to that later, but yeah.
Say again,
Alright.
sorry.
I said something is kind of happening that you might be interested in. We'll get to that later. There's a tease for you.
Well, it's either Shawn Michaels or CM Punk after you say shit like that.
Maybe.
Don't even
Maybe.
feel a little bit
I-
easier. Although now I'm going to find out something really good's happening, and I'm going to get excited, and then my room's going to explode.
I think I know what Will's alluding to here.
No, I don't. I've got no idea.
All right,
Well, let's get through this thing so we can find out.
All right, you got it.
Elimination Chamber 2023. Another short, not short show, but the small card, 5-match card. Because the 2 long ones we started out with an Elimination Chamber, as they tend to do, start and close. The Women's Chamber, we had who entered? Natalia and Liv Morgan starting. And that was a thing. They wrestled around for a while, and then Raquel Rodriguez came in, then Nikki Cross, and then Carmella. And eventually Asuka came in last, and she won.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Raquel Rodriguez has got a really big back.
I've been led to believe that she had a really big back, and then I saw her back, and well,
I think she's got smaller because when she first arrived, I agree she did have a big back, and it was a feature that she stood there and.
That wasn't her. That was Raquel Gonzalez.
I thought the same thing. I seem to remember her being more impressive.
I always worry about her attire as well, like from the side point of view, because there's been plenty of times that when she's crouched over or whatever, and because she hasn't got a back on any of her outfit, it like kind of loosely hangs down at times, and I just keep thinking that looks like a wardrobe malfunction really waiting to happen. Man.
And you're concerned about this. You're not hoping for it to happen like Jim Ross.
Or Jerry Lawler.
I was just going to say, Jim Ross, is he that bad at the moment?
Not at the moment. This is a couple of years back now, but he did say it. And then he had to apologise for it.
Oh, yeah, on AEW.
What? About who?
I think it was Anna Jay, right?
Anna Jay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird because it was really out of character for him. Like, Jerry Lawler all the time. Like, obviously that's you expect it from him. And JR was always the one to kind of, yeah, doing his thing again. Like, the straight man just...
Was he doing it as a character, or was he doing it in a...
He doesn't really have much of a character. He's just there, and I guess he thought it would be funny, but...
He's
doing... Say, was it something that he said for comical effect that it's just gone wrong?
No, I think he was because he doesn't have a wife anymore, unfortunately.
Wow. Jesus.
I mean, look. I hate to say...
That's worse than what he said.
Yeah. Look, he's single.
Horrified.
He's single. I
don't think he's walking around thinking that I'm a single man now, like in that essence.
I just think that he's single on the market, and he's
God.
he's got his eye wandering.
He's hoping that women's clothes just fall off spontaneously.
Yeah.
At all times. Like Patrick Stewart.
I was going to say, Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart. I saw everything. It's too late. I've seen it all.
So yeah, Asuka got the win here.
So Asuka got the win.
Nice
Raquel
transition.
Rodriguez
Thank you.
back mid. Liv Morgan looked good too, I guess. Give her a bit of a shout out, but it was a thing. This was 20 minutes. It was a thing that happened. And we all got point. Oh, no, we didn't. Well, thought it was going to be Carmella.
It nearly was.
It nearly was.
But it wasn't.
Yeah. I like Carmella's new gear. She looks like Lita now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that, yeah.
That's a good thing. So that's points all round except for Will. That's a good start. Happy with that. So we've got the battle of the big BLs here.
This was such
I don't
a
know what you
fucking
guys were
cop-out.
expecting, but
What the hell was this?
A cop-out.
this was supposed to be the big rubber match. This was number 3. An end to this whatever this is, this over a year-long rivalry. And it goes not even 5 minutes, and there's a DQ. So that's how that went.
My feed went out, and by the time I got it back, the match was over. Like when it started. Like,
You didn't miss anything.
I know, I missed a dick kick, and that was it.
You missed a Dick pic?
No, dick kick.
Oh. I don't remember that.
All right, JR.
I was hoping, but I didn't see.
Oh God.
It was a slobber knocker. So, you guys all predicted Lashley, and I think I was kind of on the fence, and I don't. Maybe even we may have even mentioned that it could be a DQ, but I didn't. I didn't go for it. I was a fool.
Well, I only went for it because I thought that someone was going to cost Lashley the win, and that would be his WrestleMania opponent.
Yeah, not even that.
And that was all that my basis was of the pick. But
Yeah, Wyatt was the one that wanted to face the winner of this, right?
who did?
Well, he
Yeah.
said that last week on SmackDown, but
Yeah, Bray Wyatt.
nothing's ever come up with. They didn't mention it this week on SmackDown.
Of course not.
I think they might have realised that that's a terrible idea. Nobody wants to do it.
I mean, Lashley and Wyatt could be interesting if you market it right, but I still don't trust WWE enough to do that.
Well, the problem with this is, so they did the DQ. Lashley technically wins. Lesnar then attacks him afterwards, right? They kind of go back and forth as if this isn't over.
Yeah,
So, do we have to see number 4
at WrestleMania.
at WrestleMania again?
Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, I don't need it.
No.
I mean, the
I
way
don't want to see
after this one ended, after how this one ended, I agree. I don't think we need to see it. Even the categories.
Okay, so you all get points. That was that one. Mixed tag. Edge and Beth Phoenix. The Phoenixes beat Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley.
Barely.
Team,
I did-
what was it?
ooh,
Grit.
this-
The Grit couple.
The
I hated
Grit
that.
couple.
This bothered me.
Bothered you?
Yeah. It was late in the match with the brass knucks.
Where he threw it in the ring and he actually smacked her in the face with it.
Well, no, I mean, like, Edge gets clobbered in the back of the head with the brass knucks, and then he, like, just basically no-sells it.
All right, no, I was going to say when Dominic actually threw him in, if you watched the slow motion, they bounced off the mat and smacked her and Rhea Ripley in the face.
Ow.
No wonder Buddy Murphy wants to go after him. Which I don't know if you saw that tweet. Let me pull it up here, but yeah. Our buddy
Yeah,
Matthews,
that
right?
came from
Yeah.
SmackDown last night, didn't it?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Dom. Oh my god. This is great. If Dom keeps running his mouth, I might be getting the same prison experience as him. Yeah, that's ooh. Anyway.
Yeah, that comes from SmackDown last night, I think, because Dom was trying to sort of say that he'd be a good man for Charlotte,
Oh boy.
and she said, I've got a real Latino man at home waiting for me. Then obviously the internet went crazy. Oh, she's talking about an AEW guy. Yeah, that's where that comes from.
So Edge and Beth, we all went for Edge and Beth except for Smoot. Thought Judgment Day was going to win. Can you explain that?
Look, up until the brass knucks, I thought they had it, and then Edge just basically shrugged it off, and I was like, a motherfucker. And then, like, Dom was, like, all over this match. I'm surprised he wasn't ejected from the ringside area much sooner. And, if anything, I thought that might have been the reason for the Judgment Day winning. So, look. I was kind of hoping Rhea would have gotten the win here, considering that she's the Royal Rumble winner this year, you know? Finn Balor, he's doing fuck all. He looked like a goof at the end of Royal Rumble. Here's a little bit of a chance to regain some face and be a credible threat, but, you know, apparently not. So...
I think this would have been okay if this was the end of the thing between Edge and Judgment Day.
It's apparently not.
I thought it was, yeah, but apparently, given what happened on Raw, it's not. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Dude.
Well, he needs something to do.
Go home.
That's an option. I had assumed it would be Dominic versus Ray at WrestleMania.
Mania. Yeah,
I think that. Yeah, I know we're jumping ahead again, but judging by on SmackDown, I think they are going that way, but still think it's.
Does Edge get involved? Is it a tag, Edge and Ray and Dom and Finn?
There's possibilities, yeah.
So,
yeah, I don't think
yeah.
that's probably a good idea. Actually, I don't think Dom's quite ready for a Mania match on his own yet. Even if it is with his dad.
It's 2 nights though, I suppose. They could do Edge and Finn. That's just not much, is it? Yeah, I guess we'll see. Austin Theory won his Elimination Chamber match. That was another thing that happened. Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, Johnny Gargano, Montez Ford, and Seth freaking Rollins. Montez Ford sold like he had something going on, which must have been a fake just to get some guys in the door.
Yeah. I.e. Logan Paul. Who I fucking cannot stand.
I did love the Montez Ford spot where he fell from the top of the chamber.
We were talking about.
It's cool.
We were talking about the big boots that Seth Rollins had heading into this match last week, and I saw this on Twitter that somebody had a pixel art of Kirby with the big red boots on. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, I thought Tez, as they were calling him.
Tez, they do keep calling him Tez.
I thought he did well on his own. His first big outing on his own. I thought he did well.
Yeah, it felt like they were trying to make him a thing.
Yeah, they're trying a bit too hard there. I think they need to just let him do his thing.
He was a little bit obsessed with doing crotch chops when he came in.
Yeah, he was.
He was.
He got a bit too giddy.
That's true.
Said it last week though. I do feel a bit sorry for Dawkins because he's basically going to be forgotten about a bit now, isn't he? He's what I can't remember his name. Who was the other guy in Heavy Machinery?
Tucker,
yeah. Oh my god.
He's going to be the Tucker of the Street Profits, isn't he?
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, not even the Marty Jannetty, the Tucker.
The Tucker.
And I mean, that poor guy, I mean, he turned on him, attacked him, and then that were it.
And then he
saw him again. Just like, wild, he set up the angle and never thought, yeah, let's go with it.
Oh, Tucker.
Didn't even have a shit match.
That was a weird time.
Yeah.
What's he up to these days, Tucker?
No idea.
Yeah.
Stakes and weights, I guess. Going back to stakes and weights. Speaking of Otis, though, I'm glad you brought that up because it reminded me. Didn't I call ages ago that he would be joining Maximum Male Models?
Yes.
I couldn't remember watching this for
Yes.
someone said it, whether it was you or not. But yeah, I'll credit you with it. Yeah.
Definitely.
What happened to Chad Gable then?
Oh, he's still there.
Yeah, I don't think it's happened yet, but was it the Rumble pay-per-view? It's at some point. It's something I've seen, so it can only be one of a couple of things. He was walking backstage past the male models, and Maxine Dupree said, "That guy, he's perfect. I want him." And the others looked all kind of disgusted because it's always. I knew it. I thought that would be Vince humor, but maybe that's the sign. Is Vince back in creative? I think that proves it.
I don't think he left.
There is a rumor that he's been involved in some things. Yeah, maybe so. He never left.
All right. I'll get to that. So yeah, Austin Theory, still your US champion.
Still a fuck.
Still a fuck.
A what?
Still a fuck.
Why is he a fuck?
He had allegations, and he never really kind of dismissed them thrown at him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but we kind of covered this months ago.
When I wasn't here.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
That's
I
alright.
forgot about that. I kinda like
There's a lot of people with allegations.
allegation, yeah.
I like Logan Paul even less. How about that? That dude's a straight up scam artist. Like fucking, I don't know how the fuck they keep booking him in these high profile angles and things like that.
They've signed him. They've got to use him.
They really don't. They shouldn't have signed him.
Well, I mean,
They really don't.
there is an argument. They could have just not signed him, but since
Yeah.
they did, he's actually been really good at whatever he's done. Which is,
I don't think he's been too bad. I think he could have been a lot worse. I think he's he's having a go. You know what I mean? He's taking it
Yeah.
seriously.
it's
many
kind of
celebrities
annoying
out.
because I really wanted him to, because he's just an unlikable guy.
Yeah.
I don't even really know why. I don't know anything about him. I know that I just kind of have that feeling. I don't really like this guy. And yet, every time he's just really impressive. Well, actually,
Yeah.
really hate him.
I don't know much about him except for finding it really funny when he did a video where he bought a lot of fake Pokemon cards. Thought that was hilarious.
Oh,
Still never forgiven him for the Japanese forest.
Yeah, same here.
well,
Oh, yeah, sorry. Pokemon.
Have
so
you
that's
heard?
the thing that's happening.
Have you heard about his pets and things like that?
No.
Oh no, what's he?
No?
He used to have a colorful bird until his dog ate it,
Oh,
and then his dog got eaten by a coyote.
What the hell? Where does he live?
California.
apparently he lives in the food chain.
I'll have to pull it up after the show, but yeah.
Wow.
Not really a good pet owner. That was kind of that was kind of unearthed after the whole him getting one of those teacup pigs, and then he adopted it, and then he
Ate it.
not ate it. No, he dropped it off in he just left it stranded somewhere.
Oh,
And then I think
that's even worse. So,
yeah, and then some animal rescue was able to, I think, figure out the details from the microchip that was in the pig, and yeah, they went and rescued it. Yeah.
All right, I thought you were going to say they went and found a coyote that registered with the chip and like, oh well, this coyote's having a good
One,
source
two.
of meals from this guy.
It's like a reverse Russian nesting dolls where things just keep getting eaten.
All of his pets keep getting eaten.
Yeah.
So, when a
He's
vet
got-
puts a chip in your pet, that's a tracking chip?
I think so. I mean,
I thought it was backwards. It's just got your information, so you bring the pig into the vet and they can scan it and say where it's supposed to live. They can't just go on the big old database of pets and look for where the pet is, surely.
Ah, you're
I
worried
hope
now,
not,
aren't you?
anyway. That's creepy.
let me see here.
No, I thought that. I didn't think there was any sort of
Chucks has just
EPS
murdered his
involved.
pet and left it in a dustbin somewhere, and he's just worrying now.
No, I just thought that if that was the case, there would never be any missing pets anymore.
Well, a lot of people don't get them chipped, do they?
Ow. Any pigs? Yeah, that is a fairly big pig.
Yeah.
That's a pig-sized pig.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, we're all trying to read this article here.
What of our wrestling podcast turned into talking about a missing pig?
Well, yeah, because it has Logan Paul involved, because he's a piece of shit. Because Chuck said, I hate this guy, but I don't know why. Basically.
Yeah, well, now I'm starting to work out why, maybe.
Yeah, you just knew that these kind of things were going on.
Just kind of retroactively filling in some reasons.
And I'm sure this guy's done some dodgy shit.
Oh, yeah, no, he's involved with NFTs and things like that, and rug pulls.
Oh, well, he's a prick then.
Yeah. Have you not heard of Dink Doink?
No.
Oh.
I hadn't done it before.
Well, I mean, instead of doink
I'm
and dink,
still-
but now we're going back 30 years.
I'm still in the shock phase of his prime energy drink.
Yeah, he had a, I think this is, yeah, here. I think we can play the audio. This is fun. Hold on. Yeah. This was his song for his NFT scam called Dink Doink.
Dink doink, you're my favorite coin. Want you to dink on my face, take a doink on my chest. Yeah, yeah.
What
Dink
the
doink, you're my favorite coin. Why don't you come on?
That's him singing it.
Take pictures of my feet. Yeah, yeah. Dink doink, you're my favorite coin. Why
Anyway.
don't you take my little sister to the prom? Don't doink her, please.
Anyway, there you go.
Wow.
I've
Anyway,
never taken drugs, but I imagine this is what it feels like.
this is why I don't like Logan Paul.
See, NFTs, I've got the opposite feeling about NFTs. Like, I can't see anything there. I don't see any need for them. But I've just got a feeling that one day it'll all start to make sense.
Well, like Bitcoin.
Yeah, kind of. But at least Bitcoin was a thing for a while. Like, people did get really rich on it. It's just a commodity. Like, maybe it's not going to be the global currency. Oh, hey, maybe it will. Who knows? But even if it doesn't, it was, it's just a thing. It's like buying gold. It goes up, it goes down. This one was just a more volatile commodity that you can buy. So, okay, it's like maybe it's something, maybe it's nothing. But at least I can kind of see that. Just like playing or trading one currency for another. You can do that, make a little bit of money on it. But NFTs, it's just, I don't see any need for it. But one
I've
day,
got to be honest, I just don't understand anything to do with it.
No. I'd like to think I am pretty up on my technology stuff. I haven't got a freaking clue.
yeah, So, one day, I think we're all going to be wrong about NFTs, including me, because they just look pointless. It
Didn't Donald
seems
Trump
like
do them?
There's got to be something there. One day.
If Donald
Be
Trump
embarrassed.
did it, I strongly have a feeling that it won't.
Well, he was late to the party. This is one of those things. Like they were funny. They were like clearly Photoshop pictures of him doing stuff that he claimed were all things that he'd done in his life, and it's like him in space and stuff. Him as a cowboy. It's like, that's kind of funny. But yeah, I don't know if anyone made any money on the Trump NFTs.
I hope they decorate his prison cell with them.
Didn't
Probably quite
WWE
like
just
that.
start doing them
Appreciate it.
recently?
Who?
WWE started doing them.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
there's
seen
something
them
to really jump
advertised.
the shark
on-
when WWE does it.
I've just-
seen them pop
WWE
up on the bottom in the middle of shows saying,
Yeah. WWE Moonsault is what they're called. There's a Survivor Series case NFT. Undertaker NFT.
So, So Logan Paul's
No
pig
idea
was
what's going on.
irresponsibly rehomed, not microchipped. Sorry, that's what it was.
Irresponsibly rehomed.
Yeah,
So who?
He gave it to some wolves.
yeah. So he said here that Pearl was rehomed to an amazing ranch that he visited in Santa Clarita. He moved to Puerto Rico. He was unable to bring her to the island. She lived there happily for 10 months before the owner sold the ranch, and then she was rehomed without his knowledge to the farmer across the street.
Ah.
So that's how that happened.
So if that's true, then that's not necessarily his fault.
Right, but
It could also not be true.
if you're moving to a new location and then you leave your pet behind, that's still kind of, abandoning that pet in a weird way.
No, that's why you find a good home for it,
Right.
which he claims he did, and then that owner then didn't find such a good home for it. It's very possible he just didn't find a good home for it.
No, he's a fuck. Don't try to defend him. He's a fuck.
I'd say this one charge, he's got a good alibi for it. There's lots of other things.
He's an irresponsible pet owner. He's a fuck.
I don't see any evidence for that. The first part. The second part, more so. Main event time. To get this show out of the way. Sami Zayn put up a good fight. He got close. He got the visual fall. Ref bump there. Cost him. But Roman Reigns does it again, because of course he does. This was not time. So that's points for everyone except for Will, who thought Sami Zayn was actually going to pull it off.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I thought.
Staying quiet. It would have been a good story. Everyone wanted to see it.
Yeah, yeah, I kind of thought that maybe Sami Zayn would pull off the upset a little bit here, but you gotta stay the course, I guess. Here,
What do you think to the show overall?
Eh,
I thought it was really good.
it was alright.
It was okay. It was
Yeah,
had
I
its-
enjoyed it.
got a bit
For
slow
what?
in the middle there.
Yeah.
Started and ended pretty strongly, I think.
Yeah. What was essentially a filler pay-per-view, Chamber's always been a bit of a... you're waiting for Mania, really, aren't you? I thought this was pretty good.
Yeah. So overall, that's a 5-match show. Smoot and Will, you ended up with a 3. That's better than 50%. So that's not
Fuck
bad.
Logan Paul.
Not bad. Also that. I managed a 4 out of 5. But Beans, despite not being here and probably lying with his picks on Twitter that I think may have gone up after the show had started, so we should disqualify him.
I was asleep.
Yeah, a likely story. He managed a perfect game somehow. Some people might be suspicious about that.
I think you always end up with a perfect game on the pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
When you say you always,
Yeah, I think
none
I
of us
do.
did. You did.
yeah, but I think I've done it before. I always think it's a fairly obvious pay-per-view.
I thought so too. And then Brock Lesnar.
Well, yeah, but to be
That'd be
fair,
different.
that was pure luck. That
Yeah. So overall, we're actually quite close here. 62 matches predicted overall since last WrestleMania. 41. Will is behind on 41. Bean's just ahead on 42, and then a little gap between Smoot on 45, and then me on 47. So 6 points between us, and 2 WrestleManias to come. Both are probably going to be long shows too. It's all to play for.
Yeah. So for WrestleMania, I assume you would have to pick matches first because you're in the lead, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
so I have to counterpick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be tricky. I thought like with the Brock Lesnar match, I was like, all right, I'm in a good position because now that we're tied at this point, and then fucking the Brass Knucks fiasco in the mixed tag match, and then fucking goddamn Logan Paul showing up.
I don't understand how I'm so far behind.
You didn't take the right answers.
Well, clearly. Did I miss a show?
I'm just looking back now. So you've got
I think you missed an 8.
5 out of 5 at the Rumble. That one was last year somehow. So I won't look at that one. Here we go. So, from what was it after? Was it WrestleMania Backlash? You got a 5 out of 6, a 4 out of 7. Okay, that's not so good. 3 out of 6, 5 out of 8. So after that, you're dropping 3 points at a time.
Yeah.
Then 4 out of 6, 2 out of 6. What the hell was that? Fight Pit. Donnybrook, was that Extreme Rules?
I think so.
Must have been.
Yeah. Fight Pit, I Quit, strap match, Donnybrook must have been Extreme Rules. You got a 2 out of 6 there, so that's what did it. But coming back now, a couple of perfect games. That's what you need.
Time to get a double perfect WrestleMania.
Cool,
Yeah,
that'd be big.
dude. Yeah, if you somehow make up a 5-point deficit here, holy shit.
Do we know a lot? I hate when people say, "Do we know?" when they're talking about themselves. Like, I don't know. That's the point. But is it known? Is it known among us? Is it within our knowledge what's going on at WrestleMania so far? Has much been announced?
I'm
We've got the 2 Rumble winners, obviously.
Yeah, I'm actually on the site now. Actually.
Cody versus
yeah, if we're
Roman.
going off what's the
Reigns.
official announcement is Cody versus Reigns.
Rhea versus
Charlotte versus
Charlotte.
Rhea.
Yeah.
Rhea Charlotte.
And
Bianca Belair versus Asuka, of course, we've
Asuka.
just seen that. So nothing else.
Well, yeah. I think
I think you're right.
So, what's
Ray
the fallout
versus
from Elimination
Dominic
Chamber
would be likely, I think.
Yeah, what happened this week on Raw and SmackDown?
What happened on Raw? Austin Theory was doing a US title open challenge.
John Cena.
No, Edge answered it.
Great.
They had a pretty decent match, and then Finn Balor interrupted at the end of the match. And Austin Theory won.
So it looks like Edge and Finn will be doing something at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Sami Zayn opened the show with calling out Kevin Owens, wanting to say thank you to him and stuff, and Owens basically said he didn't want his apology, or didn't want his thanks or an apology, and said basically said he didn't want anything to do with him still and walked off.
Huh.
So that's
how long that
still
lasts.
doing that. Yeah. Heyman was on the Titantron. He apparently wasn't there. Neither was Roman. Cody was in the ring, and they had words, you know, like you do. Can't remember actually a great deal what Heyman actually said. But I imagine it was probably not nice. The weird story was apparently they did Bailey's talk show segment. What do you call it? Ding Dong Hello.
Yeah.
With the rest of Damage Control.
And a non-gimmick door.
Yes. Apparently the story was that Trish was supposed to get involved in this, and she didn't for some reason. Becky came out and said that for some reason she's now interested in the women's tag titles. Didn't have a partner, and this is where everyone assumed Trish was going to come out because they were in Ottawa for Raw. It's still Canada, isn't it? So, but no, Lita come back out again. So this is going to happen on Raw next week. It's going to be Becky and Lita versus Io and Dakota. So I don't know whether maybe they want someone else with the belt going into Mania. I don't know.
Maybe they take out Lita and Trish comes out for the save.
Yeah, maybe. The story I read a couple of weeks ago was that Trish was getting ready to come back, and it wasn't just going to be a one-off. She was going to be around for a little while.
Yeah, they sent her home.
Yeah. So,
Again.
something a bit weird going on there. But... that's pretty much it for Raw, really. There wasn't much else. I'm just looking through another one. SmackDown, jumping ahead to SmackDown. We had a pretty good 6-man tag at the start. Imperium against Strowman, Ricochet, and I don't know what else. Oh, Madcap Moss. That was pretty good. LA Knight teasing doing something with New Day, maybe that they interrupted his promo.
I thought they were gonna let him in or something. When he said that, I was like, "Uh-oh."
Yeah, Dominic Mysterio had a bit of a showdown with Charlotte. Where she sort of made reference to Andrade. And then the main event was... the main event match was Mysterio and Karrion Kross again, doing this again.
Great.
Then it ended with Dominic getting in Ray's face, and he kept telling him to... He kept trying to coach him to hit him, and he wouldn't do it. Because it's obviously going to go one point where he is going to snap and smack him. And the last bit was Jimmy Uso.
There's no mention of Jimmy Uso here in the write-up.
You're on Raw.
Oh, on SmackDown? Okay, hold on. All right.
Yeah, to be honest, I was kind of half asleep. I watched this one, and I don't really know what happened. I know Sami Zayn got involved, and they shouted at each other a bit, and then Jay turned up. So they're obviously just going through the motions a bit now until they get to the big match at Mania with Cody. It's interesting to see what they do with Sami. Whether or not the rumor's going to be him and Kevin Owens, isn't it, against these shows? Again.
They're doing the Firefly. Doing the Firefly Funhouse bit again.
Did this some kind of news segment? It was again. I was half asleep, so I didn't really pay attention to what was happening.
Sure, it would be a fever dream. Oh, hey, it's Undertaker versus Undertaker from SummerSlam.
He kept going on about, can you keep a secret? And that's right, yeah, he was watching. I remember that he's watching the bit back from last week.
Dude, this is giving me work rate vibes from WWE Are You Serious on YouTube, if you remember. The little puppet.
No.
No? Okay. Just me, then.
I did like the drawn logo. But that was kind of cool. Yeah, he presented the Firefly News. Or whatever it's called.
Oh, he looks like he's on the set of Drama Alert here. I like that. I like the little suit on
Yeah.
Ramblin' Rabbit, though.
I can't remember what he said. I don't think he said anything important.
I have the captions on, and it doesn't seem like there's anything
Yeah.
important here.
I don't remember. He just after this, he just kept saying, "Can you keep secrets?" And that was it. You saw Howdy for a bit. Yeah, I remember that.
Howdy's doing the weather. Oh, can you keep a secret? Maybe no, maybe yes.
Yeah,
no.
I feel like that would be me on the wheel there, yeah. Depending on what it lands on and what the secret is.
He's a game show host now?
Can you give
Yeah,
a
it was
secret?
a little bit like things are going back to me now. It was a little bit like remember the so-called match you ever seen at Mania. All of this sort of little video segments. It was a little bit like that. It was a little bit all over the place. But you kind of expect that from a Wyatt segment, but it was a little bit more than usual.
There's a YouTube channel. I think it's like local. What's it called here? Hold on. Local 55. I can't remember what Local 58. That does like all sorts of weird shit, and like near the end of it of that video segment on SmackDown with all the scheduling and things like that, like definite vibes in that. It's I highly recommend checking it out because I think it's funny. Or not funny, but it's like, ooh, what if this was real or something? But they do like that weird scheduling thing, like, hey, coming up next, it's so and so. And at the end, it's like it has like messaging. It's like, look out in the sky, it's turning red.
Really does look really Wyatt.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
It's like a creepypasta news.
Yeah. Pretty much. So that's basically what they're tapping into.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Like, I'll find another one here for a sec. Hold on. But yeah.
Where's that going, though?
Yeah.
It seems like he's being creepy for the sake of being creepy and not really setting anything up.
Like, yeah, I don't know about you. I'm starting to get a bit bored of the whole thing now. It's still interesting to a point, and you still want to know where it's going, but then you think, when did he come back? October? He's had one match.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And we're still not really sure what the hell's going on.
Oh, that's their. There's that.
Just this what the character is. We just don't ever find out what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Bray Wyatt, if I'm being honest. I wonder. There was that rumor that like Triple H is like not impressed with some of the call-ups or whatever, or some of the.
I read that.
Yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, here we go. It's like Sky watching, city council meeting, paid programming, and then all of a sudden it's like, ooh, creepy stuff in the sky. And there's like hidden messages and things like that.
There needs to be some sort of explanation as to what the hell is happening.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah, I agree.
So they've scrapped the idea of him and Lashley, have they?
Well, that's it. No one knows. No one knows what's going on.
Because I'm pretty sure, didn't I see that Omos has challenged someone?
Yeah, that was
Wyatt?
Yeah, I missed that part from Raw. Yeah, MVP did a backstage bit and said that basically, Omos wants to challenge Lesnar at Mania. So apparently Lesnar's going to show up on Raw to answer the challenge.
Also, why is...
I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
I want Omos and Lesnar. I want Walter and Lesnar, Gunther and Lesnar.
Yeah.
And
I think
they
everybody
know
does.
that we want that. They did it at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh, you mean
So
Royal
can't
Rumble?
we just do that?
Rumble, you mean?
At the Rumble, yeah, Rumble.
Yeah, well, I think the going down the path for Gunther is gonna involve McIntyre. I think. This 6-man match that they had on SmackDown. Right in the middle of the match, McIntyre just came out on the stage and was just watching. Didn't do anything. Just stood there and watched.
You just want to get a closer look.
There is talk, possibly it could be Sheamus and it's a 3-way, Sheamus, McIntyre, and Gunther. Which could be
Sheamus,
good,
McIntyre,
but
Gunther,
it's
that
not
could be
really what we want to see, is it?
No.
Yeah. Agreed.
There was a spelling mistake on that SmackDown recap, by the way.
Was it?
Sorry,
It's
go
Rey
ahead.
Mysterio.
Where? Ultimate Underdog.
Right in the middle of that paragraph, Rey Mysterio, no T.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Does it?
I was more distracted.
Shambles.
Shambles.
I was more distracted by the. Well, you can't see it, but there's something on.
Off-white.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, the off-white
Yeah.
trademark on Dominic's shirt there.
I like Michael Cole's hatred for Dominic is getting a bit worse every week. It's a little bit like Tony Schiavone's hatred for MJF.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as he sees him, he's like, he nearly called him a piece of shit the other day. It's like every time Schiavone sees MJF, he calls him a prick or something. Or... I mean, it's valid.
It's true.
Should we get into the best of worst of since I have it queued up?
Just for this is a special for Beans.
Oh,
I'm getting giddy.
We've recapped Raw and SmackDown. We don't normally recap NXT,
oh, here we go. Here we go.
but I feel like we should. Are you aware of Grayson Waller, Beans?
Grayson Waller. It's ringing a bell.
He's an Australian guy. He's been on NXT for a little while. But he suddenly started hating Shawn Michaels. So I think it started a couple of weeks ago with they did their pay-per-view, didn't it? It was a Vengeance Day, or whatever it's called. And Michaels was doing their media call. He's now in charge of NXT completely. You didn't see it. It was on the phone apparently, but you didn't actually see it. You heard Waller shouting at him, and they released the footage afterwards of what actually happened. But basically, Waller's shouting at him, saying, "You know, why aren't I your guy?" and stuff. And Matt Bloom had to sort of carry him out the room, and quite funny because he called him A-Train. I thought it was funny. So yeah, basically the rumor I've seen, I don't know obviously we don't know if it's true or not, but the rumor I've seen 2 rumors. Apparently the first rumor I've seen is it could be leading to a match between the two. So Grayson Waller and Shawn Michaels, which I can't see happening. I don't think he's coming out of retirement anytime soon. And the other one I've seen was the guy they signed from Mexico. Was it Dragon Lee?
Yeah.
Of the famous Lee family.
That's what that Cultaholic article mentioned.
Shawn Michaels is basically going to get Dragon Lee to fight on his behalf, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've seen a lot more Shawn Michaels on NXT than we have ever, I think, recently. They did quite a cool little segment this week on NXT where the match had just finished. There was Braun Breaker he beat Jinder Mahal for the NXT title, and don't hinder Jinder, by the way.
Jesus.
And then it kind of popped up on the screen as if you can you might be able to show this on the
Sure.
stream, don't you? It's on. If you look on WWE's channel, I haven't got the direct link, but I'm sure you'll be easy to find. It popped up on screen as if someone was scrolling through Peacock, and you kind of seen the Peacock app as if it was on screen. You know what I mean?
All right.
And then it
Yeah.
went down past the Elimination Chamber, which was obviously happened the night before, and then it went to the NXT's next pay-per-view, which is Stand and Deliver, the week of WrestleMania.
Wait, where is this at? I'm sorry.
If you keep going, it'll be on NXT's. Keep going. SmackDown will be. Keep going.
Oh, we're in the Raw now. I think. Yeah.
Are we?
There we go.
Oh yeah, there we go. We're coming up to it.
All right, which
Keep
one?
going. A little bit further.
Keep going.
Oh no, yeah. Go up. Sorry, you gone past this.
Go past it. Okay.
There you go. Top right.
This one.
No, you can't see the
This one?
thumbnail. That's it. Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
So you basically took over the broadcast truck, as you said, as they put it. But it looked like someone was actually using Peacock. Thought it was.
Oh. Okay. Oh no, that.
But don't get a remote control wouldn't do that in the production truck. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm throwing this down. That's not how that works. That's not how the Peacock app works.
Apparently it does. Apparently if you use Peacock you get to control NXT.
Apparently, yeah.
But yeah, what he's basically saying there is he invited Michaels to a special edition. He's got a talk show like
Oh, that's soundproofing.
I don't know what they call it. That's the Grayson Waller effect. That's what they call it. He's invited Michaels to it next week.
Mm.
So yeah, seeing a bit more of the old.
I hate how the comments don't even acknowledge that's not how the Peacock app works.
There was.
Oh, wow.
I did see one report that apparently they really like this guy, this Grayson Waller.
Oh, good for them.
And they want to.
Good for them.
Do you think he's ready to be brought up to the main roster now, and they want to give him a big push as they do it? So there is talk I have seen that when he does get to the main roster, because of this thing that he's having with Shawn Michaels, he's actually going to be called the Heartbreak Kid, which could be kind of cool just to see it happen. But
yeah, maybe.
so yeah, that was our one-off NXT review.
Well, there you go, Beans. What do you think of that?
I like the sound of it. I think he'd be up for it. Well, I mean, obviously, I because I haven't seen the full gist of it. Like you say, I don't know if it's more aiming towards him having a match or whether it's like you say he's going to represent someone that faces him. But I think he'd be more up for having a legacy where he doesn't have that bloody thing in Saudi Arabia being his final.
Yeah, sure.
A tag match where he lost his hat, everybody saw his bald spot, and Kane lost his wig.
And also, Shawn landed on his bloody head.
Yeah.
When he
And
did
he was still the best thing in that
outside.
match.
He
was the only one
was.
holding it together.
He was the only good thing in it.
God.
Triple H decided to tear himself in half.
That was Triple H's last match too, wasn't it?
No, he's
No?
no, he's had a few since then, I think.
Okay.
We'll have to look it up.
But I
'Cause
think
he
it'd
left
be
his boots in the ring that time, didn't he, at WrestleMania?
the last
Yeah,
WrestleMania he had
that
to
was-
formally because it was his art thing that he had anti just before it. So
Yeah, didn't he just come out and put his boots in the ring and that was it? He didn't have to have a match, did he?
Street
Yeah,
fight,
he
no
did.
contest with Randy Orton. January 11th, 2021.
Was that?
Oh,
in
sorry, wasn't that
Saudi?
the Australian show?
Florida, apparently. So, Thunderdome. Thunderdome 2. Maybe that was just a bit of a nothing. Japan, Nakamura and Triple H versus Robert Roode and Samoa Joe. Did an 8-man tag as well on that tour.
Yeah.
Randy Orton, Triple H at Super Showdown, Saudi.
But I think if Sean did want to have another match, I think he's gone the right way about it, and the fact that it's in a place where it's a little bit less. It's not, it's a bit more low key, but also he's gonna obviously be putting over someone who he thinks is the next possible guy.
I think that's the thing about it. It's like that they are pretty big on this guy, and they want to give him the big push. And there's no real bigger than having a match with Shawn Michaels, is there? So if they're gonna do it, it's one way of doing it.
Let's finish up with the best stuff, worst stuff of the week here. Just there we go. All right. Do you guys? Yeah. Do you guys have? You guys have an early suggestion for what you liked or didn't like from any of the shows here?
Dislike Brock Lesnar's low blow.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
that's
go for
fair.
that one.
That's fair.
Good call.
Well, the dick kick from Brock Lesnar. Let me see here. I think there was one. I gotta take a look at Dynamite. Dynamite was kind of a miss this week. In fact, I would probably say there's a lot of things wrong on Dynamite. Yeah, let's go with this. Tony Khan's major announcement.
What was it, by the way?
I just watched that show today, and I didn't notice any announcement. I don't know if they cut it out of the UK feed or what. What was it?
It basically was him announcing that Adam Cole was here.
Oh.
But Adam Cole also announced that there's going to be a 1-hour weekly series that follows Dynamite that will just basically showcase like an all access behind the scenes program. In this case, is going to document Adam Cole's recovery to the ring from the concussion and then getting back into in-ring shape and whatnot. And when that show debuts, will also be the same debut date when Adam Cole returns into the ring. They didn't. I don't think.
Not saying what the date.
Yeah, they haven't mentioned what the date was.
So that was cut out of our version then, but they did come back from a break, and the announcer said something about at some point next month, Adam Cole will be back in ring action.
Yeah.
But they didn't say what date. They didn't say anything about this show. I guess because it's not going to be on over here. That's to cut the whole thing out.
So was it like a Total Divas type show? Is it?
Yeah. AKA Roads to the Top 2.0.
But less scripted, presumably. Than
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see about that, pal.
We'll see. I guess we'll see.
What are they calling it? Do you know?
I don't think it has a name to it yet.
There's no name. There's no date.
If there was a name, I didn't catch it.
Not a very big announcement.
Tony Khan basically said, "We're doing a show at some point in the future.
Yeah.
Please watch it. Goodbye."
Pretty much. Pretty much. And also, there was on our TV checkup here. I don't know what the hell they did to this, but we're going backwards again on the TV screens here on the desk.
Oh yeah.
This one's a little bit forward in the middle compared to the one on the left. A little bit hard to tell here. Let me Yeah, if you notice, like on this side right here, it's a little bit jutting out, and like there's no border like there was last week. Like there's a little bit of a border to keep everything in place. See, where'd the border go?
Well, they're like, you zoom out on that a minute.
Zoom in more on it, you said?
Zoom out on that image.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, no, sorry, I thought I'd seen something. Okay.
You mean back on this one?
That's the one. Yeah, sorry. I like the way they're not advertising the program I'm already watching to me anymore.
Oh yeah, it's just DraftKings now. Yeah.
Yeah, that works. I like that. You just sponsor on there. That works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Anyway.
not bad. What else? What else? I'm gonna say also the direction of MJF as well, because now it doesn't make any sense where, you know, a couple weeks ago he was bragging about how he was getting some sloppy toppy from somebody named Liv, and then got into a car wreck and blamed it on her. To now he hates.
Yeah.
To now he hates Bryan Danielson because he has a family.
Because, yeah, because apparently the title belt is the only thing that makes him happy now, and Danielson wants to take it, so that makes him bad. I don't know if MJF fully understands what wrestling is then. Being a champion and, you know, having to defend it. It's not specific to Daniel Bryan wanting to take the belt. Everyone is going to want that at some point.
Another thing, and this will probably be the last thing from Dynamite that I'll post as a thumbs down because the box is getting filled. Ricky Starks wanting to move on from Jericho, but Jericho doesn't want to move on.
That fell apart, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe they needed a script and they didn't want one or something, but they were on different pages there.
Like, you know, Starks came out saying, okay, well, I guess Jericho doesn't want the rematch with me. I'm going to move on from him. And then Jericho interrupts him. He's like, I'll tell you when I want to move on from you. Like, it makes, like, what? Like, huh? Like, it makes no fucking, it makes no sense, man. Whoever's writing Dynamite needs to stop. Like, the action's good. Whoever's booking the fucking segments for the promo time is just not good.
Yeah, it is unfortunate most of the time. It's not great. They were trying to do something here where Ricky wants the match, but he's pretending he doesn't to kind of lure Jericho in to accepting the match. So, and that's fine. There's a way of doing that. But then there was a bit where Jericho, like the whole point is that Jericho's making himself look like an idiot. He's being played. So he, you know, that's how it has to go. So he gets into the ring, gets into Stark's face and says, "Oh, what? You think you can beat me?" And Starks has to go, "No, I don't think, well, yeah, I think you can, but no, I don't think you can." And he doesn't really know what he's doing. He doesn't know what game he's playing.
Yeah.
He completely loses his place. And so Jericho goes, "Well, all right, well, you've got it. And I'll sign the thing to make sure that the other guys stay in the back." It's, yeah, it felt like someone wasn't following a script there.
There's also, God, I want to put a fourth one. I really do. But I'll save it for Chuck's because I think I know what.
Oh no, I've got nothing. You might have to give me a hint here.
Did you see the tag team battle royale?
I did.
Did you see who
I'm really
won?
being What's that?
Did you see who won?
Oh, I did, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's shake.
Yeah, that's true. That's a pretty good pick.
For my thumbs up, a fan sign being more resilient than Soraya and Tony's lousy green spray paint, which Here, that's not how actual spray paint should work. You're just coloring it in. I just...
Yeah, it's really not painted over.
Yeah, you're just coloring the poster board. Yeah. I'm invested in these two low-key embarrassing themselves each week with their horrible spray paint gimmick. So...
No, that whole Soraya thing was as good as a good of a thumbs down as I had this week. Every week she tries to do something and it just doesn't work. But I think Jeff Jarrett winning the tag team battle royal, that's a good shout. Okay, so they're only one of 4 teams in the title match of the pay-per-view, so that's not so bad. But it coming down
Jeff
to
Jarrett
Jeff
won a
Jarrett,
match this week.
yeah. There was a big battle royal as well. It was very, very TNA.
Yeah.
The battle royal came down to Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal and Trent, which we have to pronounce it like that, like a question. Trent. Either way, I don't really care. I don't dislike the best friends, but I definitely don't care about the best friends. So it would have been something if it was Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal versus, I don't know, the Lucha Brothers or Top Flight or someone who's actually doing something at the moment. But, I don't know, he beat Trent in the end, and well, alright.
Thumbs up.
Oh, I forgot it was thumbs up. Oh, and also thumbs down. The House of Black and their spooky Bray Wyatt promos that go nowhere.
Oh, yeah.
How long has Aleister Black been in AEW now? It's a little while. I can't think of one feud that he's actually been in. Yeah. Esk is ESQUE.
Oh.
Full of French there. There you go, Wyatt Esk promos. Yeah, they never go anywhere. Maybe a match will happen. But what is all this stuff that they keep doing?
I don't know.
Never seems to actually build. No. Thumbs up. What is something good that has happened this week? Maybe I can go with what was good on the pay-per-view? Not a lot. Montez Ford. Let's give it to Tez.
Tez?
Montez Ford's performance in that chamber. It seems like he's making a name for himself as a singles, which is unfortunate because he's a good tag team. But if it's going to go that way, he's doing well. Tez's performance.
You got it.
And Isaiah Cassidy didn't moan this week. That's also good. Unless he did on Rampage. I haven't seen Rampage yet.
Me neither. Will.
I'm trying to think of something. I haven't seen everything this week, so I don't know.
Beans.
Tell you what, thumbs up. We'll go for the Grayson Waller thing on NXT. That's interesting me.
Okay.
For the way that could be going.
Okay. Do you have a thumbs down?
I'm trying to think of something that's...
Okay. Beans, do you have a thumbs up?
Well, to be honest, I can only go from the chamber.
That's fine.
The only thing I've really watched, but I just think the show overall, I think it was a good show.
Okay.
Pretty consistent. It wasn't. I managed to watch it in one sitting, which again is amazing, considering.
There you go.
I've got a thumbs down. Remembered. I'm gonna say this every week until
Oh
you know
no.
how it stops happening. The white dot on Raw.
The white.
It's still there.
You bastard.
Still there.
I listened to that show that I wasn't there for, and I was like, I don't believe that he's just bloody gone on about this dot, and now all I can see is a dot.
Still there.
It's part of the graphic. It's not going anywhere now.
Yeah.
It will be
No.
there until they get a new logo.
Okay, yeah, until they have a new look for Raw or something.
Yeah. This will be the white dot era.
I'm gonna add a fourth
Yeah.
one here.
We had the
You go
Attitude
for
Era.
a thumbs down. How many thumbs have you got?
Yeah.
John Moxley bleeds too much.
He does. That's a good one. He really does.
I said this a while ago. I thought there was a bit too much blood in his match.
Every match.
Alright, well, here. I'm gonna put it over
He does
here.
what, sorry?
No, you know, yeah, I have the point. I was just saying. I just thought I've said that for a while.
What does he do in his matches?
He's
Bleeding.
bleeds too much.
A lot.
Oh,
It actually wasn't him this time. It was Evil Uno. But then he did blade after the match instead. He wanted to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I don't.
He made it through a whole match bell to bell without doing it. So.
I can't show.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I can show. I think I can show the black and white version because that's fine. But like,
It's
He-
not blood when it's.
he's gushing, dude. He was gushing at the end of Dynamite.
They both
I'm
were. Yeah.
surprised he's, like, I don't know. I always think
God.
that, you know, seeing as he's now a dad and stuff, I don't know. I know he's not, like, under threat of ending his life kind of thing, but I don't know, I just thought that
Here, I'll
Things
show.
like
I
that,
have
like
the. God, this was the. I'm not gonna show it on the stream, but this was what it looked like at the end.
oh lord.
Oh, you should have seen Uno. He was pouring
Yeah,
when he was
I,
in the choke there. Oh man.
yeah, I think I have one of that. I don't know if I have it in. Oh, I don't think I have it in color, but I have it in black and white as well. He definitely was also bleeding like a stuck pig, as JR would say. He like bladed under the mask too, because he was trying. Like Moxley was trying to rip the mask off, and that kind of loosened it so he could get the blade job in. Wild stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
look, I like blood in a match as much as the next person, but I think Moxley's kind of overkilling it here. I feel.
Every time there was no need for it in this one. Oh, maybe if you want to build up the Hangman, the Hangman match is going to have blood in it. You know that. So maybe a couple of weeks before this one, he could stop doing the blood. It doesn't matter who it is that he's in there with. Someone has to bleed every time.
Yeah.
Like Ric Flair towards the end.
I mean, I think Ric Flair would still bleed nowadays too.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Got other things.
AEW on TV. I'm trying to find a decent shot of a bloody Uno. But yeah,
Kind of want to do a halfway thumbs up, an Orange Cassidy thumbs up for the Max Caster rap as well. Call him Big Bill SAWFT. That was
pretty good.
Oh,
That's
you
pretty
just
good.
reminded me of another thumbs up that I can give, actually. Kind of a thumbs up, anyway.
Okay, hold on.
Have any of you watched a program called The Floor is Lava?
No,
I haven't actually watched it.
I've heard of it. I've not seen it.
Well, for some reason, Jack watched it and got obsessed with it, watching it. So I sat down to watch it with him, and it's just a game show where basically you're not allowed to touch the floor because the floor is lava. But they have to get from one end of the room to the other, and there's all obstacles and puzzles and things in between, and it's all slime and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I was watching it, and they always have a three-man team come on, and then the team that came out was the Best Friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a clip on Twitter circulating around on that.
Yeah, I was just dead surprised to see them on it,
Huh.
and they were terrible. And Orange Cassidy gave his thumbs up as he sunk under the lava.
Oh yeah, he was. He is sweet mother of Ted.
Yeah. Here's the.
Ted
Oh
Turner.
God. Here's the. Just gushing.
Yeah, just pouring on his arm there.
Anyway.
Yeah, that like I said, that's the kind of thing that you want to see in your
A couple of times a
brute-
year.
yeah, your brutal feuds that you like your Hell in a Cells and things when you get to the end of that rivalry.
That's part of the Rumble where they're beating up Kevin Owens. That would have been a perfect time.
Yeah.
I've got another thumbs down, so I've just been reminded something happened from last week. This guy. That's that link up.
This guy. Let me see here. Hold on. Oh yeah.
I concur.
You're gonna have to explain this one to me.
He's basically wearing the Manchester City shirt. Jersey, as you may know as.
Man City.
Punishable by death.
Media.
Looks
Press
like
conference.
a fairly nice hoodie, actually. See if they still sell that one.
I think is he not wearing the shirt over the hoodie?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. Something going on with those arms. Yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't it
he's
the
only
long
bought,
sleeve?
he bought,
Like
he
it's in
bought
the
a 5XL version of the shirt and stuck it over his hoodie.
Yeah.
He must be like the only Man City fan in Canada.
Oh, I think fine. There's a lot of plastic fans these days.
I was just going to say,
Quite
yeah.
successful.
We're speaking to one now.
Ah!
Hey.
I'll have you know. I'm from the Northern Quarter originally.
I've got a thumbs down as well. That the guy there reminded me somehow.
Oh my God.
This is kind of a serious point actually. So yesterday, it was mentioned on SmackDown as well. The tickets went on sale for SmackDown and Money in the Bank in the O2.
Oh, yeah, sorry, this is like the biggest thumbs down ever.
And it's just ridiculous. I went on, tickets went on sale, I think it was 12 o'clock yesterday afternoon. According to WWE, and they're quite proud of this, which they probably would be, they were all gone by 12:01.
They were gone by 11:50.
Yeah, probably. There was a pre-sale on Wednesday if you had the code, which I think it wasn't exactly a secret. It was all over the place. I tried to get some tickets. I had 2 tickets in my card basket, whatever you want to call it. For both shows, SmackDown and the Money in the Bank. It was $8.50 for the 2.
$8.50.
No, £850.
Oh fuck that.
Yeah, that's $1,000. That's me.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It gets better than that. When I went through to actually try and put the order through, Ticketmaster died on me.
Oh.
And then when I went back, when I was eventually allowed back through after waiting in a queue of 12,000 people in front of me,
Oh.
the same tickets were actually still available. Not for the $8.50 that they were 10 minutes earlier, but they were now for £1,200, £1,200.
Ticketmaster,
$1,500.
Ticketmaster
Yeah.
rightfully gets a bad reputation, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's some sort of like investigation into them at some point for.
There needs to be, because it's
Yeah.
how something can increase in well, you're talking what, six. See my here. £400. Keep saying dollars. £400 in the space of 10 minutes. The same seats as well.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
And I've seen quite a lot of tweets, yeah, saying the same thing, or similar thing. Just the overall price of the tickets were ridiculous anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you can argue you're getting 2 shows out of it because they're doing the SmackDown taping as well. But even then, you know, tickets I was gonna buy were $850 the best. You're talking what, $425 a show each.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was the same with the castle thing. It was just like they just completely outprice a market. It's just there's no realization that people just can't afford that, and there was a reason why all tickets were available on the day of the event.
Well, they actually mentioned it on SmackDown last night, and we had an instant sellout. As soon as they went on sale, we had an instant sellout for CO2.
Nah,
I don't know if you noticed as well that the last 3 shows, the Rumble, and Elimination Chamber, and I suppose now this one, I know this hasn't happened yet, but the last 3 shows they've said that we're breaking all kinds of records and we're breaking the biggest gate ever. So that Raw 30th anniversary, they said the same thing for that. The biggest gate for a single episode of Raw or something. And you look at the prices they're selling the tickets for, and you go, well, no wonder. They're making more money than ever before. It baffles me how anyone can afford that kind of money. I mean, you'd have to be, I don't know, you'd have to be seriously well off to afford these kind of prices.
Yeah, Ticketmaster being the worst has to be on there. I agree.
What kind of prices did normal like Raw and SmackDown tickets go for in US? Because when I remember
actually.
getting them, when I got tickets for like when we was going for like Mania and we went for the Raw the night afterwards and things like that. Like we got decent tickets for like 40 quid.
Yeah.
And even WrestleMania tickets in the earlier days when I first started going wasn't absolutely ridiculous.
Let's take a look here. This is what for? Oh my God! This is for the Footprint Center, Phoenix, Arizona. I mean, $20 in the like nosebleeds here. 30, 35. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, well, that's
130.
they're not bad to me. They're not bad prices really.
Yeah.
Okay, they're expensive, but you know.
Yeah, but this is for Raw. And yeah, that's like you're sitting behind the announcers right there. That's 405. I guess all the tickets in the gray areas are sold out there. I guess that's common. I don't know if there's a way you can check.
Also,
WWE.
Random point, isn't that where AW was this week?
Footprint Center? I think. Let's take a look. Hold on.
It was, wasn't it? Recognize the name?
Yeah. Dynamite. Yeah, you're right. Look at that.
Yeah.
The Footprint Center. You're right. Oh. Good eye, Will. Good eye.
Yeah, I mean it'll be. Don't get me wrong. I mean the UK fans. It's always going to be a good crowd. So it'll be 2 good shows, but they're just pricing people out. think it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Also,
much
they did
is-
actually announce that they've released some extra tickets for WrestleMania last night.
It'd be cheaper to go watch that.
It might be, yeah. Get a flight to LA and get a ticket to Mania.
WrestleMania Night 1 tickets. Let's see how it, what we got here. Oh, wow.
75. That's ridiculous.
They're still like, wow, they're still, whoa. I think we can show this, right? There's no personal information. Yeah, here we go. So it shows you with all this stuff off the outer rings of the arena, which is, you know, that's kind of commonplace. Like, they're going to be the cheap seats for a reason, you know.
Yeah, but just for comparison, those cheap. I know it's a bigger place, but those cheap seats for the O2 were like $450, $550.
That's
These
crazy.
ones like behind the stage.
Yeah,
That seems like a lame place to be.
for real.
I do that the other side. In fact, I've been up the far side, opposite the stage, way up there in the O2. It's not that bad, other than you're kind of almost eye level with the lights. So sometimes things get blocked. You know, your vision gets blocked.
I did actually like there's a warning on the Ticketmaster page if you certain upper tier sections. It says not suitable for if you got a fear of heights.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I broke the. Oh, what the? Oh, whoa! What are we doing here?
That's the individual seats. Isn't it?
Oh, wow. So it shows you what seats are specifically available
Look
for
how
this
many
event.
look how many are on resale. Though.
Yeah. Verified resales everywhere. So it's not really like would you call it a sellout? Like I can't imagine if
It will be.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
I understand that, you know, I don't know, if you're reselling tickets, even if it's verified, it doesn't seem like a sellout to me. You're just trying to upsell the price. But yeah, look at this, 5,000, 5,700. Here, I thought the 2,000 was up there. You know? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Anything else that we want to add to the thumbs up, thumbs down? Or are we good? I think we get the gist of it.
I think we're good there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys want to add before we get out of here for the week?
One thing about that, actually, it's more for us really. That SmackDown.
Yeah.
The night before Money in the Bank. It's gonna be in the O2, like we say. For the first time, I think ever, they're actually broadcasting it live on UK time.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's live at 8 PM on that Friday night on BT Sport. Which is kind of interesting. And then obviously the following night will be the same, but that's on pay-per-view.
Okay. All right. Well, there's this fish that I saw on Twitter.
Goldfish-shaped ham.
Goldfish-shaped ham.
This is our just talking snack portion. Yeah, this is a.
Let's go find this.
Yeah, I don't know if this is real or not, but like, look at the
can't
eyeball. Look at the eyeball.
Yeah.
That looks like the fish out of The Simpsons.
Blinky.
Blinky, yeah.
Yeah. That can't be real.
I hope it's not. I thought we'd zoom in, but yeah, like.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's true.
I mean, would you eat it?
Premium quality, it
Well,
says on.
it's ham. It's probably okay.
Just ham, yeah. Probably alright.
Aged from good pork, premium quality. LE and Co. I don't usually see that on Tesco products.
I've not seen that before. They're a New Zealand brand.
So some fibbery.
Yeah, you look at the price, it's euros behind on the thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
Ah.
Good
Detective Beans in action there. Look at that.
I think we've got a Photoshop here. Also, it looks damaged on the side. I just noticed that.
That's a yellow sticker there. You get it off price there.
No, that's just where the fish tried to escape.
I'll retweet it anyway. Fuck it. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I saw that pop up and I was like, this should be a great talking snack portion of the show. So there you go.
It's not even really fish shaped.
Oh, really?
It's just a lump of ham.
Isn't it?
With an eyeball.
There's a cutout of a fish, and it really doesn't fit it.
Yeah.
The box is more fish shaped than anything else. Not a big lover of sliced ham, actually. I don't.
Is that really like the outline on the box? Is that really the outline of a goldfish?
No, it's a much bigger fish. That dorsal fin
Shark.
is massive.
It looks more like Nemo.
A little. A little.
Anyway.
Let's get out of here. We'll be back next week.
Why did they put an eye on it? Why did you put an eye?
We'll be back next week. You know.
Made it look more
Really,
edible.
you know?
Everyone's favourite part of the fish, the eyeball.
I think AEW Revolution's next week, next Saturday. Let me double check.
It is, yeah.
It's on the, is it the 5th?
March 5th, yeah.
5th.
So that's a
Shit,
Sunday.
I think it's stop everything. I think it's real.
Is it?
What language this is? Sorry, just show this up. Is it what? What's SK?
Let's see here. Hold on.
Oh, SK Slovakia.
Slovakia, yeah.
Wow.
There it is.
Wow.
Power Star was real.
That looks more ham than the first one. That looks more ham than this. I feel.
Oh,
It kind of looks more salmon too, though.
It
Yeah.
does a bit, yeah.
it just looks like the ham's had the slice taken off.
Yeah, it does.
Packaged smoked meat.
Yeah, can I put this in English?
Tesco finest Brav Silva Sunka Special Udin. Probably that means specially smoked pork ham. Oh.
Amazing.
Well, there you go. I guess it is real.
I know.
I guess it is.
We'll be back
The
next week,
vacuum
everybody.
special.
We'll be back next week. Provided that there's stuff to talk about, which I'm sure, hopefully there will be, but next
94% pork.
Revolution will be
Did you say 4?
next Sunday.
94.
All right.
It's still not enough.
It really isn't, actually.
It'll probably be a 7-hour pay-per-view with all the matches lined up on it. Well, hopefully you'll join us.
We'll be back next week, but have to do our predictions, won't we?
Yeah.
We'll be back next week.
Yeah, so we have to be back next week.
We
We'll
have
find-
to be. Love it by law.
We'll try to find other oddities and food. See you then, everybody. Take care. Have a great one. Good night. And thank you again, Beans, for being here.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.